thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
So I believe something is going to happen on an Epstein-type level. From royal members, power of 10 Grammy and Academy Award to family champions. We're dissecting every well-known faces mentioned in court dockets versus P. Diddy, in addition to some shocking charges. First and foremost, I mean that I'm only doing gas work throughout the whole filing, not seeing a situation in which he could evade accountability. Alleging criminal responsibility, he'd been recognized for many years as a A-label executive, rapper, and producer who is referred to as P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, or his official name. Sean goes by whatever name. You wish to give him a call. He is accustomed to legal issues exclusively this week. Diddy's residences in Los Angeles and Miami were subject to a Homeland Security raid. Melba, a former prosecutor, claims that with Pearson, they're probably trying to find some particular proof of why the feds have raids at PDD's 3 separate residences, encompassing his Californian residences in Florida, and, I believe, in New York in connection with his illegal activities. They are searching for videos. Based on what the filing informed us of by Cassie Ventura, I guess everyone has stated that a preference for watching videos while he mistreats others, compelling others to mistreat one another for his enjoyment, and I would document everything. So those, I believe, are some of the items the federal government is searching for. Believe they're searching for different kinds of proof to support the assertions that Cassie's little rod created Ventura has arrived, along with the others, forward, claiming that he mistreated them, so they are searching for support. Evidence, and essentially the structure blocks, to assemble the final product. As of now, Diddy has not been taken into custody, but he has already experienced enough. Diddy had a lot of legal problems last year. Who is your ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura? Is most likely the singer Cassie's accusation, accusing him of being a sexual slave master? She said that she was raped and gave her such a hard beating that she was cut. Moreover, Cassie said Diddy made she has sex with sex workers and captured it on camera, adding that he made her carry a firearm. Cassie filed a lawsuit, him under the Adult Survivors Act of New York, and reached an out-of-court settlement with Diddy, just a day following the lawsuit's filing. Neil also filed a lawsuit against, according to the Adult Survivors Act, Diddy calling him out for drugging and having sex with attacking her in 1991. At the age of a Syracuse University undergraduate, Diddy received yet another harsh criticism. This time, the lawsuit from last month brought on by Rodney Jones, a music producer, dubbed Lil Rhen this 73-page court case. Numerous accusations are outlined, and Diddy mentioned that he made Lil Rod to engage in sexual activity with prostitutes. The court document further asserts that he attacked Lil Rod, but that wasn't the sole shocking claims made public in the comprehensive records. Lil Rod doesn't refrain from mentioning other people in public. He claims that famous people attacked him. Unaware that Cuba Gooding Jr. is leaving. Let's begin with it to get away from that one. The claims made against the Academy. Celebrated performer Cuba Gooding Jr. Rod asserts Diddy was allegedly training him to disguise this concern for his friends. Came to pass as Mr. was introduced. Mr. Jones speaking with Cuba Gooding Jr. We were on Mr. Combs's yacht around 3:40, and there was pictures showing them interacting as well that are outlined in those court's documents in the selection. You initially view Cuba and Diddy conversing while holding hands. Cuba is the following pic at 3:50. Cuba possesses his smirking, with arm wrapped around small rod. The court continues by quoting Cuba. Gooding Jr. started groaning and caressing Mr. Jones's thighs with his inner, the small of his thighs, close to his groin back, close to his shoulders and buttocks. He turned down his overtures, and Mr. Gooding Jr. continued until Mr. Jones physically pushed him out of the final few. There have been accusations against him for years, for alleged sexual assault, thus those were those previous accusations, and his appearance now connected to this instance as purportedly attempting attacks on people in 2019. Kuba was misdemeanor charge of forced physical contact and sexual assault, following, according to the Times, he groped a woman. The following year, 3 women had come forward and charged him with inappropriate sexual contact with him. Finally came to an agreement with attorneys who needed 6 months to counseling but not going to jail, sensing the presence of smoke fire is present, because we currently have 2 distinct times that you're charged with identical conduct to yours years separate. I believe Cooper Guy Jr. will manage to get away from that one, as he had previously witnessed. Clearly, people are edging away from him in the entertainment industry and elsewhere circles after the initial sexual attack. After the allegations surfaced, you can't expect him to escape. Is it feasible to use it again? That he might be prosecuted for the accusations that were made Lil Rod's forward, it is conceivable as. Once more, we have the statute of there are constraints to address. So depending on when this occurred, and you are now aware that the vehicle that served as the Survivors Act, at which point numerous lawsuits were revealed. A lot of these lawsuits from civil law schools, I apologize, but it's emerged, revealing a fin. The time it took for those suits to be the file time frame will be extremely significant, huh? What witnesses appear since, once more, you are aware that this might not could be a circumstance in which DNA play at. This could be more of a scenario of, hey, I did go there, and I remember you. Kuba Gooding Jr., you know you're holding the small rod, or I can remember specific details, so it will require a lot of witnesses. A case similar to my TT, and the query is, will be prepared to testify? In Lil Rod's case, the names of another famous person connected to Diddy, Jennifer Lopez, as seen from the perspective, 62 of the celebrity names that the music and movie legend Jennifer Lopez was connected to this, since she was participated in a shooting or party in a club during her relationship with Diddy, and is currently being accused of bringing the gun arrived on the scene with her and provided it to Diddy, which is how the gunfire began. It was Lil Rod's group mentions J-Lo in laying out Diddy's background, composing his quotation, "Rico business has been in existence for 20 years or more." Recalling the 1999 shooting at a nightclub in NYC when Mr. A arrives as needed, then Jennifer Lopez, a girlfriend, will transport his illicit handgun entered New York City nightclub that the judge claimed Diddy coerce. His artistry then shines to assume accountability for the photography of several people saw all of this. On December 27, 1999, during a brawl erupted in a nightclub, J-Lo, Diddy, and all of the rapper Shine were present, and in the words of former rapper Mark Curry, was the $1 million he paid Shine to take the arrive for the gunfire and offer a Lil Rod's 10-year prison sentence. A new lawsuit claims that J-Lo was the one who brought the firearm and mentioned that she's identified as a person carrying a weapon. Would that provide evidence against Jennifer Lopez? Possibly, but with a large caveat, if I'm not mistaken, incorrectly believing that the shooting did not a demise. I am aware that someone suffered harm, but I don't think any fatalities occurred. As a result of which, the statute of dealing with constraints that are essentially a long segment of a specific duration that a prosecutor must have the authority to file charges against someone, and it differs depending on the state. However, the one constant is that the statute of limitations does not exist.